Hi.
It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. Period.
You can't read the top.
It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. Period. Hey y'all! How are y'all doing today? How are we doing today? How are we doing today? Hi V. Hi Milo Tick. Hi everyone else. Who else is here? Anybody else here? Hi Ube. Right on time. Hi CMB. Um Who else? Who else? Who else? I've been a nasty girl. Hi Voce, if you're still here. Um, so today the vibe is we are going to be playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. We are going to be doing the trials of the Lake Trio, which is part of the story. So we haven't actually played this in like a minute. We haven't actually played this in a minute. We last time we played this together, I think was before New Year's. I mean, definitely before New Year's, possibly before Christmas. So it's been a minute, right? The whole premise of the plot, we're gonna like transfer over to the actual. The whole point and the plot is that like right now, basically like the time space rift has opened up into the sky and it essentially made the sky red and somewhat like almost pixelated, or like it has like warp holes in it or something like that. And essentially I have been banished from the Jubilife village, right? These are things that happened in the last episode. I posted all the VODs on my YouTube if you are ever interested in seeing what else is going on in my playthrough, like the Pokemon that I've caught or how I feel about it. I also have posted a tier list for the game. I started posting tier lists for my Pretty Pink playthroughs when I started doing this game and Let's Go Eevee. So I have one for Kanto, I have one for Hisui, and now I have one for Paldea. I also have one for starter. So if you're ever interested, you can always go check those out. And I think they're pretty cute, like, but they're also a little long. And they're all on my YouTube. This right today though, we have to now go. We've been banished from Jubilife Village, and the only way that we can redeem ourselves is basically by solving the mystery of why the space-time rift is open in the first place. And that means, like, in this case, I have to go and find the Lake Trio, and I essentially have to do trials that they are going to set forth on me so that I can be deemed worthy of wielding the red chain, which is, as we already have known from Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, Diamond Pearl Platinum, the red chain is an artifact of not only the Lake Trio, but also the Time Space Duo, where we can bring forth the Time Space Duo, which may or may not be able to close the Time Space Rift in the first place. We're not sure. This is just an idea. They said go get the red chain. Miss Kogita gave us a little bit of the mythology around the area, and here we are. Let's pull up and see what's going on. Since I've been banished from the village, I'm in Kogita's little like moment. I think it's called like Solation Settlement, Ancient Retreat, something like that, girl. She's out here, she living in this hut by herself or whatever, and Volo is helping me, even though he kind of creeped me out a little bit. And I'm supposed to be going with Irida to find the Lake Trio. Now, before I do any of that, let's talk about the team that we have currently, before I jump into the fire. Right now, we have Duchess, Duchess de la Punny. We have NyQuil, the Hisuian Typhlosion, and Brianna, who is our shiny Rapidash, which is part of the story. Having a shiny Rapidash, if you're playing through Legends Arceus, is not that much of a feat. I'm not gonna lie. We have Fang, the Alpha Gliscor, who I got as a Gligar. We have Mary Denight, who is my Sneasel. I want to evolve her, but I do not have the resources to make that happen yet. And we also have Normani, who is my Hisuian Lilligant. She's an icon. I love her. Not all the divas have really been showcased in this playthrough, but if you watch the old videos, you'll know who's kind of newer on the team and who's not as new. Mary Denight has been on the team for maybe 2 or 3 episodes, and Normani has only been on the team for 1 episode. Since this is a Pretty Pink playthrough, we're not going to be switching the girls out or voting or talking about these like ad nauseum. I'm going to switch them out as I need to. Right now, I actually, since I'm looking at my bag, I do think that I need to switch out some items in my bag because I have a lot of stuff going on up in here. There are going to be plenty of opportunities to catch Pokemon, but my focus is not going to be specifically on catching Pokemon. My focus is going to be on getting this mission underway. Screw Jubilife. Oh, CMB said, fuck the institution, girl. Get into it, I guess. Now, the thing about Irida and Adamant is that they both said basically that we have to remain neutral on the goings on in Jubilife Village, or else we will make ourselves public enemies of the town, therefore also ostracizing our entire clans because we are the leaders of the clans. Irida and Adamant are both okay with helping me, and I chose Irida to help me go to experience the Lake Trio trials, while Adamant is staying back at Jubilife, making sure that everything is okay with Commander Komodo, who has been kind of tripping. But anyway, or whatever his fucking name is. Is his name Commander Komodo, or did I make that shit up? I don't even fucking know. Hi, Patrick. Just got shiny Shambo and a love ball, period. I'm just moving some items over. Is it quiet for y'all, or is it just quiet for me? It's quiet for y'all, too. It's quiet for me, but it's also very quiet for y'all. I think I'm good. I don't have anything to evolve my Pokemon because I really need that, what is it called? It's not the Crush Claw, it's the... Wait, is it the Crush Claw? It's the Razor Claw. I need the Razor Claw to evolve Miss Girl, Mary Denight, and I want to evolve her, but I don't have one. I have plenty of Pokeballs. I don't really need any of these items on me right now, so I'm not gonna like go out of my way. Do I have revives in case I need those? I have a few. Cool, cool. And I'm keeping the Pokemon on my team that are on my team. Volo is here. He said that he'll sell me things if I need them. I'm gonna buy a couple of these just in case. Thanks, Volo, you creep. Volo is a weirdo. For y'all who don't know, Volo is a weirdo. Let's go. Okay, who should we go for first? Should we go for Mesprit, Yuxi, or Azelf? I guess we have to do the trial of Lake Verity first. Maybe I shouldn't be asking y'all. I thought maybe it was an option. It doesn't look like it's an option. You have to go for Mesprit first. I love Azelf. Azelf is actually my favorite. I thought that tree over there was a Tangrowth. I was scared for my life. Speaking of being scared for my life, there's a lot of Luxrays around here. Like, they really wanted this area to be protected. At least they're like standard Luxrays, but still. And Star Raptors, girl. What is that? Is that Togekiss? Girl? Girl, hell nah. Hell nah. I just wanted to see Togekiss. Look at the diva. Is that Miss Girl? I think that's Miss Girl. Yeah, I can't go any further up there. I thought maybe I could try it from the other ledge. I can't. Why do they always put the icons on the edge of the map? Like you're not supposed to catch them. Like, I know this isn't the time and place, but girl, who cares? I don't want to waste my balls, though. Like... Oh! Oh, and there goes the audio. Oh, there's always something wrong with my stream. Is the audio lagging for y'all? Your audio sounds fine to me. It's not lagging at all? Okay. Maybe it's me. It's not me. It is lagging. But... oh. What an icon. All right, let me get myself prepared for this little voice acting moment. All right. Flips hair. What if I walked up with Sneasler? And I did the whole cutscene with Sneasler. They say this lake actually used to be a volcano. Then it erupted, leaving a huge crater that filled with water, and so Lake Verity was born. It is protected by a Pokemon called Mesprit. It was when Mesprit took flight that people first learned the joys and sorrows of living. Or that's how the old tales go, anyway. Girl, not the mysteries of Arceus, please. That cave, it just appeared from nowhere. Is that the Arc phone the professor was going on about? What surprises wait within? I wonder. Mistress Kogita seemed quite intent that you would have to prove yourself to all three of the Pokemon that guard these lakes. This challenge was never for the faint of heart. The air feels somehow tense in here. I wonder if I can catch this. You and your Pokemon quelled Hisui's nobles. You can handle anything, Pommy. Thanks, Irida. You're an icon for that. It's always girls supporting girls out here in Hisui, in these Hisui streets, girl. It's always girls supporting girls. This thing is a steel type and a dragon type, so it should be... let's just go for it. Hello. Oh. Big and nasty, big and nasty, big and nasty. Just big and nasty. I hated it. Strong style. Girl. Whoa. Nasty. I hate it. What are we gonna do now? Go, Duchess! Tear him up, limb from limb. Get into it, Duchess. We're gonna use a strong style. Drain punch! Bop! Whoa! We're gonna use agile style. Drain punch again! Bop! Can we catch this thing or no? You're mine. Girl, Duchess, you better dodge this shit. Whoa. Not Duchess. Oh my god. Oh my god. But Normani doesn't have any fighting type moves. That's her problem. She's an icon though. Go, Pokeball! Period. It's curious, but when I watch you in your Pokemon battle, it feels as if there's no obstacle that can't be overcome if people and Pokemon work together. Now, let's see about the Pokemon of the lake. You felt a mysterious presence. Oh, girl, she's a diva. Y'all know she's an icon, a legend. Your emotions. Share them with me. They're yours. I can only imagine how it must feel to speak directly with the Pokemon like that. When you fell to this land, what stirred in your heart? Well, when I fell from the sky and I landed on the beach or whatever, it was kind of like, bewilderment, I guess. She looks too pink. Oh, so you really don't like her. It's because of her psychic energy. How did it feel to bond with Pokemon and work together? Heartening. What did you feel when you mingled with Hisui's clans? It's a wide world out there, girl. What did you feel when cast out of the Galaxy team? Life is complicated. Take this piece of the spirit to bind with the world once more. Girl. I know what Pokemon spoke with you, yet the words did not reach my ears. It's mysterious, but I suppose when dealing with someone who fell from the sky, it's only natural to encounter mystery. Next, on to Lake Valor and Lake Acuity. Let's go, Irida. Can you heal my Pokemon for me? Nope. Let's go. I agree with you, Ube. There is no such thing as too pink. Looks like that worked out well, Palmy. I must say, you know an awful lot about Hisui, Volo. I suppose a merchant like you sees all sorts of things in their travels. That's right. You could say it's because I'm a merchant, but mostly I'm just naturally filled with curiosity. I want to know exactly what happened in the past that led us to this particular present. Or more accurately, I suppose, I want to know where I came from and where I'm headed. I want to know my path, so to speak. The same goes for me. Our clan settled at the very spot where our forebears once held Almighty Sinnoh, but I have still never seen Almighty Sinnoh for myself. Weighty matters to ponder, for sure, but we have an important task before us. Do you want to return to Miss Gogita's home? Let's go back. Perfect! I'd like to see what she thinks of our progress. Ah, Mesprit's plume. So the legend told is true. Then the red chain must be real as well. I beg your pardon, Kogita, ma'am, but what do these Pokemon that represent the mind have to do with this red chain? And why exactly should it bind the world? Your doubts suggest a keen intellect. I see you're not the clan's leader for nothing. Without the mind, were the rift to widen and the very world to end, would we even know it? One might even say the world, time, space, all creation exists only because our minds are there to perceive it. Perhaps the red chain's purpose is to let one see creation as it truly is. What? So does the mind create the world? But isn't it the other way around? Or is it? Such are myths, my child, teaching us about the world in their own incomprehensible ways. They urge us to think more for ourselves on the nature of Almighty Sinnoh and on the nature of the world in which we dwell. You're absolutely right! Myths and legends are such fascinating things to study. In any case, all we have to do is complete the 2 more trials, and we will get the red chain. How nonchalant you sound. How confident of success, to which you contribute nothing. You tag along only for the chance to gawk at more ancient ruins. Why don't you read him a little bit? So the real question is, who's healing my Pokemon up? Like, I can't go sleep in Miss Kogita's bed or whatever. Oh, my team is healed. Okay, period. I wish I could make, I wish I had more jet balls, but I can make those, but I don't have any apricorns. I guess I could buy some. Oh, he has wing balls. And no apricorns. Oh, well, I was using a wing ball on the, I should still get wing balls. Thank you. All right, y'all. Time to go, and apparently we're gonna go meet Yuxi now. All right. Hi, Andalise. No shade, but Mesprit was always my least favorite as a kid, even though she was pink and a diva. I also felt the same about Mesprit. I like her overall, but I felt that she was a little, Wait, girl, what the hell? I didn't know these things spawned out here in the wild like this. Girl, please. Please, Weird Deer, we need to get the fuck. Cleared. Anyway, let's go. Thinking back on it, probably also because she was the roaming one and it was just annoying. I agree. I also think part of it for me, especially when I was a kid, was that even though it was kind of like she was feminine or whatever, it also is kind of like a, you know, Mesprit is like, they're all very alien looking, and you know, conditioning as a child, you know, not to get too much into my childhood, but regardless of how I identify now, I was conditioned as a little boy, you know what I mean? And so I was so I always thought that things that were blue and things that were like, you know, boyish were more appropriate for me. And that also translated into my likes and dislikes when I was a very young person. And that's part of the reason why I think I liked Azelf when I was a child, but I also genuinely do just like the color blue. I also genuinely do, you know, just enjoy like psychic type Pokemon overall, you know, stuff like that. I am a person with a very strong willpower, etc. So I think that there's more, there's layers to this shit. Here we are, Lake Acuity. You know, I've been told it actually contains seawater as well. Nobody knows why, though. It could be a fluke of geography, or perhaps it's connected to a Pokemon somehow. Lake Acuity is protected by the Pokemon Uxie. When Uxie took flight, the knowledge to solve problems was born in people's minds. That's what the stories say, anyway. A tool that can make caves simply appear from nowhere is quite a handy one to have. I wonder what awaits inside. I imagine there may be Pokemon in there, protecting the lake's guardian. Take care. I also think Azelf is genuinely just the most appealing, regardless of the other factors as to why I might like it. Or, you know, its coloring and things like that. Because if you look at Uxie and you look at Azelf, and then you look at Mesprit, Azelf has the least alien features to it. Because Uxie literally has like its appendages on its head literally resemble like an exposed brain. And it also has closed eyes. And Mesprit, while it does have an open eyes, and its eyes can be very inviting, and it's also an appealing color scheme overall, its appendages almost kind of give it more of an alien feel as well, as opposed to it being more of a representation of something like hair to indicate its femininity and its association with emotions. Azelf doesn't have hair and it doesn't have external appendages. It looks like it's just wearing a hat. I sense a chill in the air. What is this? Oh. Could that be the dreaded baneful fox? Girl, what are we gonna do here? Before we get into this, Normani, do you have any fighting type moves that I could teach you right now? Rock Smash. Drain Punch. Victory Dance. User performs the dance to one of this raises user defensive and defensive stats. Nope, we're not gonna do that. Your Sleep Powder, Poison Power, Stun Spore, and Energy Ball. We gotta do something. We'll do Drain Punch. You can keep Energy Ball, I guess, because Leafage is not gonna help you. I'm actually gonna do Leaf Storm. And I'll do Leaf Blade. And that's fine. Something. Victory Dance is her signature, but I really don't like the way that these, like, stat boosting moves function in this game. It really bothers me. This one is a ghost type, though. But it can't be hit by ghost type moves. And it's a normal type, but it can't be hit by fighting type moves. Girl, the girls are not girling right now. What the heck? What about you? You seem like you might be able to learn some dark type moves. No, no dark type moves here. Girl, I don't know what we're gonna do. I guess we're gonna brute force our way through this. NyQuil, you're at the front of the team. Oh, God. Flamethrower, strong style. Whoa. One hit. And see, like, she has 3 moves and only one of them is, or she has 3 moves that have no effect on this Pokemon. Not too much on Normani. Don't start creeping up now. The Baneful Fox. It is a Pokemon said to be filled with malice. We were told stories about it as children. Come, I will test your knowledge. Combi, Zubat, Unknown, Magneton, Dusclops. How many are their eyes? Tell me each, one by one, yet all at once. Answer me. What the hell? Can you repeat that, please? Combi, which has 6 eyes. Zubat, 0. Unknown, 1. Magneton. Magneton has 3 eyes. 3. Dusclops, 1. How many are their eyes? Tell me each, one by one, yet all at once. Answer me. Six, 0, 1, 3, 1. Okay. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. Yuxi got claws? Goodness, that was tricky. But only one more to go now. Is there anything else going on up in here? Nope. I assume it all went well, Pommy? Still, I must wonder, why don't they just give us the red chain? Why all this running about? Perhaps they mean to test whether whoever seeks it is worthy. Perhaps you are right. Who knows what would happen if it fell into the wrong hands after all? Though, on the other hand, what use would those wrong hands have for it? Who can say for sure? Maybe the red chain has some other use besides mending the world. The red chain's as mysterious as this entirement predicament we're in, but if we continue visiting the lakes, we'll get closer to an answer. So, shall we return to Miss Kogita's home? Let's go. Wonderful. Then we can see if Miss Kogita has any more insights to share with us. Girl, I think I'm getting these voices mixed up. Help. So, that's Yuxi's claw. I sense a warmth to it. I do have to wonder if anyone else has ever completed the trials of these lake Pokemon. Indeed. Yet we may want to add just a dash more of speed. Things in Jubilife Village are tense. What makes you say so? It seems a Pokemon's been glimpsed on the other side of the rift. What the hell? One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants informed me that Commander Komodo has raised a force, not to survey the Pokemon, but to subdue it. Should the need arise. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants... Hold on. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants, you make it sound as if you're not one of them. Now, if a Pokemon truly were to appear from beyond the rift, what would become of everyone, I wonder? Don't let Hisui's great vastness stop you, Pommy. Let's go get the final item we need. That's the spirit. I'll come watch this historic moment unfold too. Watch? Is that really all you will do? Remember, Once you've sought the third lake and found what's needed for the red chain, make for the shrouded ruins. Why is she kind of clocking him a little bit? Like, what did he do? She's kind of clocking him. Wait, what did you say? I don't like her head. Like, now I can see it in a hair way, but back then it was very squid looking. I agree. We need to go further in. Let's go over to the diamond settlement, maybe. Because that's a long way to travel. That's a wish cache. I wonder if wish cache is like aggressive. Yes. Do you know about Lake Valor? It is said to have been formed by a volcanic eruption, much like Lake Verity. Though there are also other theories that say it was carved out in the midst of a Pokemon battle. This lake is protected by the Pokemon Azelf. When Azelf took flight, the will to do what needs doing was born in people's hearts, or that is what legend would have us believe. I would also say Azelf is like very much like streamlined. Like all the other concepts of the Lake Trio really need like, you need to like really examine them to really get it. Even like get an understanding of what they're supposed to look like or what they're implying to look like. Azelf is just kind of like, it just has a hat on. Yeah. Oh, a cave appears where there was none, as if just for Palmy. Let's head in, Palmy. I imagine strong Pokemon could await inside, protecting the Pokemon of the lake. Take care. Girl, I'm scared for my life. I'm scared for my life. Girl, I need Azelf to fly over Michigan because this ADHD, I have zero will to do anything. What an eerie space. Why would there be columns inside a cave anyway? Girl. Watch yourself, Palmy. Those quills look vicious. Go, Normani! Actually, I don't think she's the best choice here. Oh. And I was right, and I was right, and I was right. What do you need to be focused on right now anyway, CMB? I'm gonna be honest, I did not particularly want that Mega Alpha Overquill, whatever the hell. Megatronus Prime. Right, right. I knew you could do it, Pommy. Show to me unyielding will. Strike me if you can. Bombs? Wait, bombs? Are you meant to try to hit Azelf with them then? You seem to hear a voice inside your... Okay. Will you abandon this folly? I'm not done with this. It might be good to collect yourself, yes, but I don't think you're the type to give up halfway. Also, I gave Azelf the wrong voice, bro. What? I think I answered the wrong thing. Like, I said the wrong thing. I was supposed to say no. I think I said yes. I wasn't paying attention. Show to me unyielding will. Strike me if you can. You see, will you abandon this folly? I'm not through yet. It seems you had best give up. Will you continue regardless? I'm not through yet. Give up. You struggle in vain. Will you yet press on? I'm not through yet, Azelf. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. I hate how it assumes, based on these items, that Yuxi, Mesprit, and Azelf not only have fangs, but also claws. While Mesprit's plume is one concept because maybe they do have some kind of like fur or feathers or something going on, it seems kind of like they're more fleshy beings with very fleshy appearances. They don't necessarily need to eat things that are not you know, X, Y, and Z. They seem to be very fleshy beings. They seem to not necessarily need teeth. You can tell that they have some form of finger-like appendages, but they're not necessarily like, they seem like they're mammals, but they also don't necessarily seem like they need to have, like, incisors. So it's kind of, like, interesting to see, like, you know, what's the T? I really want a calzone right now. That kind of sounds good. It seems we finished the 3 lake trials. If I remember correctly, we were told to then head for the Shrouded Ruins. I don't know what could await us there, but I'm always excited to explore some ancient ruins. Let us be on our way. The Shrouded Ruins. Mist is so very good at obscuring things. It's long been said to blur boundaries. If we were to somehow bring together the world of humans, the world of Pokemon, and the world of myth, then maybe we needed a setting such as this. That being said, what are we meant to do now? Seems I've made it in time. You arrived just when we'd assembled all 3 gifts. Did you somehow see our progress across the distance dividing us? I had the aid of a rather remarkable Pokemon, if you really wish to know. Could you mean that Pokemon that flits about the Hisui region? Ah, but never mind that now. What about the red chain? How are we to forge it? I would hardly know. We speak of a divine instrument, once said to be capable of binding the very world. Do you really imagine it can be forged by mortal hands? I want to know what the hell she's talking about. A Pokemon that's fluttering around the region looking and spying for Kogita. What is she talking about? Then what are we to do? Search the entire vastness of Hisui for the answer? Oh. Ah, the Pokemon of the lakes. The red chain. So it was true. The pact of our people have been passed down for all these generations, has been kept. At last, I can set this burden aside. You've succeeded once again, Palmy. Yet, things do not seem to be going so well for the rest of the world. What have you heard now? I've heard some news from my fellow merchants in the Ginkgo Guild. It seems that the commander is going to forego waiting for our investigation to finish. He plans to climb Mount Coronet himself. Has he lost his senses? He plans to get close to the rift, to study it himself. Well, he doesn't yet know that our Palmy has managed to get the red chain now, does he? That's true. There's no way he could. We need to tell him about the chain and about everything Palmy has achieved before he sets out. Girl, a lot's going on. A lot's going on. It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. Huh? Wait, Pommy, it's you! I can't believe I just let you pass right by! Thank goodness you're still alive. I mean, of course you are! I knew you'd be alright. Wait, 1 second. I'll go let the captain and the professor know you're back. Oh, my dear Pommy. Professor, I know you've been worried about Pommy, but there's no need to cry. I'm not crying. Don't mock your elders, if you please, Ray. And besides, weren't you the one who couldn't get a wink of sleep from all your worrying over our friend? You didn't have to tell her that. Just ignore him, Pommy. Anyway, where's Captain Silene? Wasn't she coming with you, Professor? She's buried under a mound of work, I'm afraid. We're to join her in the Survey Corps office. It seems her hands are more than full now that Commander Commodo's gone. The Commander's gone? Well, he set out for Mount Coronet with the Security Corps in tow. He's determined to handle the whole space-time rift business himself, including dealing with the Pokemon that's been spotted on the other side. And since I'm such a fine fellow, I took over watching the gate for the Security Corps folks. Well, we aren't getting anywhere out here. Let's head inside and report to the captain. No shiny again. Hi, Gooey. Hope you're doing well today, Gooey. So you managed not to die, just as I ordered. Well done. Thanks to you, Captain. I have no idea what you're implying. All I know is Abra vanished on its own accord, inconveniencing me greatly. Before moving forward, I must ask. I assume that you are here again because you've managed to learn something of use. I visited the 3 lakes. Go on. You explain about the red chain you obtained. A legendary tool said to bind the very world. Commander Commodo is no longer here in Jubilife Village. The Security Corps has been scouting the area near the space-time rift, and they reported sightings of something on the other side of it. Something that resembled a Pokemon. The commander made the decision to take the Security Corps to the mountain as so to prepare to fend off any possible threat. They were to make for the temple at the peak. The boss may be tough, but it seems like a bad idea to do something so risky without Pommy's help. As the captain of the Survey Corps, I hereby order you to proceed as follows. Pommy, take that red chain to Mount Coronet. Make your way to the peak and put an end to all this. You are officially reinstated at your former rank. Let's go, girls! Are you sure, Captain? The boss isn't around to approve that. The way Laventon is just watching the tea unfold. If he didn't wish me to decide things in his place, then he should not have left me in charge here. Then I'll go as well. We're all in this together, we members of the Survey Corps. Naturally, no one suggested you should not. You just had your first class of the semester. Lucario. Girl, I don't know. I do not have time for this. Hi, Rye. I'm Plum. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I do not want to battle you right now. Go find something else to do. Do you not see the world ending around us? Do you not see the world ending around us? And folks are over here ready to ask me to do some shit for them. I just popped back in. Y'all saw me get banished. Y'all were all watching me as I was walking out of the village. I got banished, capital B, banished from the village. And y'all over here standing around talking about, can you do this for me? I got capital B banished.
I don't like that.
Me the hell neither. I don't have access to jet balls yet. I thought I did. I also don't have anything good to sell. Yikes. Anyway, bye. Did you find the commander, Pommy? The commander is already at Mount Coronet. Already? How could a grown man like Commander Commodore be so reckless? First expelling you, Pommy, and now this. I think he needs a stern talking to. As the leader of the Pearl Clan, loyal to Almighty Sinnoh who reigns over all space, I can go anywhere in Vast Hisui that I please, and now I am going to stop the commander. Oh. Humph. Who is the reckless one? Hey, you got run out of the village, right? But you still tried to find a way to help us all. That's right. Pommy worked hard to get that red chain to help everybody. Too right. And a fine job she did, too. The Survey Corps is always hard at work for the sake of everyone here in the village, as well as for the sake of our relations with Pokemon. Thanks. Here, take this. Girl, one revive. Go on somewhere. What the hell? It's a plot device. Your orders are 3. 1. Make for the summit camp, and from there, the Temple of Sinnoh. 2. Use the red chain to resolve this mess. And 3. Return here, alive. What are we gonna do now? I've heard the latest, so you've been accepted back into the Galaxy team, have you? I suppose congratulations are in order. Here, some max potions from me to celebrate. It looks like the big moment is upon us at last. But no doubt it'll be fine. After all, you worked so hard to earn that red chain. Both Adaman and Irida have headed to the peak as well. My good friend Pommy, I wish you great fortune in the battles to come. I would truly regret losing one of our most beloved and loyal customers. It seems Commodore intends to use the summit camp as a base of operations for this undertaking. As for me, I think I will set up shop closer to the temple itself. Now, why are you all up in the business, Valo? That's what I want to know. Speaking of all up in the business, things certainly seem to have gotten out of hand. Well, if anything goes wrong, the great Melly will be here for moral support, at least. Now, Melly, why are you in this? Why is everybody in this? When did we build the camp here? What is going on? My thing is, like, do y'all really think that I'm out here, like, looking to catch Pokemon right now? Me saying that as I throw a Pokeball? Oh ho, still alive and kicking. Sorry about having to shutter the wallflower. I'd much rather be there now, serving up some freshly grilled potato mochi. But that tastemaker Commodo's gone and left me that taskmaster. Whoa, that's a way different word. But that taskmaster Commodore is gone and left me to oversee our food supply. He always finds a way to put even these old bones to work. While I'm handling that, I suppose I'll handle you as well. Time we got rid of you once and for all. What? I'll make myself plain. As Commodore's right hand, I'm charged with executing all the gritty deeds Commodore can't or won't do himself. I give him my word I'd get rid of any fools that might dream of getting in the way of his plans. And besides, it's not just Commodore who longs to live in a new home free of fear or strife. His dream is mine now too. You've seen my smoke bombs before, right? Well, this is how you're meant to use them. Girl, what the hell? Girl, what the hell? Not you hiding a whole head of hair underneath that bandana, sir. When I heard you managed to quell those nobles one after another, oh, did it ever make my blood run hot and my heart pound. At last. At last. One final opponent, worthy of my great ninja techniques that have been left to molder all these long years. Girl, not the Kakashi dupe. I'm like, yes, you can clearly tell it's a headpiece, sir. Miss Magius. You're gonna have to get your lick back, Normani. It's giving Kakashi dupe. I don't know. It's something about him. Gardevoir. The way he says we're supposed to be using the smoke bombs for costume changes. Well, basically. Go Marie tonight. I'm gonna marry the night. Get into it. Also, why are we up in the dark like this? Go, Duchess! Duchess, use play rough, strong style. Sneasler. My thing is, he's over here battling with Pokemon that he has caught in Pokeballs, and he is fully prepared to battle people, and yet he's not out here doing any of the tasks that I've been entrusted to do for weeks, if not months at this point, since I first came to Jubilife Village. Very good, young one. Very good indeed. It's only a foolish ninja who tries to keep after a target they know they cannot beat. And to be honest, I don't hate you. Might actually like you after a fashion. At least for the skill you show in battle. But listen well, Pommy. Pokemon are truly terrifying creatures. Komodo and I saw our hometown burned to the ground by maddened Pokemon running amok. We lost plenty of friends and comrades that day. That's why Komodo came here to Hisui, to try to build a new home where people could live free from fear. But to achieve something that truly great, you sometimes have to take extreme actions. If, hypothetical as it may be, a Pokemon were to appear from within that space-time rift, Komodo might lose hold of his reason. Save Komodo from himself. By force, if you must. Girl. Do that, and I'll stuff you full of more delicious potato mochi than a human stomach can handle. Right, like where were you this whole time, sir? Yes! Colonizers don't deserve peace. I mean... Is it really? Okay. Let's talk about it for like 2 seconds. I'm not really here for discourse, but is it really... I mean... In this context, if nobody else was living on the land and they came here and that's what was going on and they just kind of moved in, I don't necessarily see it as a horrible thing if they were to coexist with Pokemon. And considering where things kind of go when it comes to the Sinnoh region as we understand it to be, it's not the worst thing in the world that they have going on here. Especially when they allow a lot of the Pokemon that were living here previously to exist in peace. However... human interference is what caused a lot of the things that go on here as well. Like the space-time rift wouldn't have really existed if there weren't humans here to, you know, observe it or to bother it in the first place. It really depends. And clearly there are some Pokemon that lived here hundreds of years prior to the events of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl that we simply do not have anymore in the modern era and that we have to transfer in, or that have only been held, that have only been crossed over by generations spanning back to antiquity in the first place, like Hisuian, Arcanine, and Growlithe. Well, this is it. Have you brought everything you need? I don't really need a full heal, but... You'd better take that red chain up to the top of the mountain. That Pokemon threatening to descend on the peak any moment now, I think it may be Almighty Sinnoh. But all this has to be stopped, and you're the only one who can do it. Almighty Sinnoh seems to be nearly here, but still, the commander obstructs us. That's kind of sad, considering that their whole position in their clans is not only ceremonial in nature, but also seemingly spiritual as well. You again. I've heard that this red chain of yours will bind the world. I assume that to bind the world means to hold the world together, keeping it as it's meant to be. A welcome idea, but can I truly put my faith in such tales? Trust me, you can. Commander, please be reasonable. I understand that you're bound to protect your people as commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. I have the same duty towards my clan, but doubting Pommy like this, you're not just wrong, you're a fool. Perhaps you are right. But if I were to simply place my faith in this girl, and that faith were to be betrayed, then how could I possibly face my people? You may think you're the only one desperate to protect the people of Jubilife, but you're not. Pommy is putting her life on the line as well. Fine. Enough. Let fate decide what happens next. Whichever of us is stronger will prevail. Face me with your Pokemon, Pommy. Today, we battle in earnest. Braviary. Normani. Girl, RIP. The worst Pokemon on this team, from memory, is actually probably his Clefable. He has a Clefable. Embryana, do your big one, Embryana. Embryana. Girl, maybe I should heal the girls. The girls. Embryana, use Wild Charge. Golem. Embryana, use High Horsepower. Girl. Duchess, do your big one. Strong Style, Drain Punch. Snorlax. Giga Impact. Right on. Okay, that's crazy. Strong Style, Drain Punch. Once again. The way she filled up her whole HP. Duchess, you can do this. Strong style, drain punch. Duchess did her big one for sure. For sure. This Clefable don't play, y'all. Ooh. I'm scared. Duchess, you've done enough. Thank you. Go, Fang! Strong style, poison jab. Oh, it's a psychic type, and it's also using multiple moves back to back to back. Oh, we love it. Thank you. Such a fun game experience when my Pokemon are all fainting back to back to back. NyQuil. NyQuil, use Hex. Strong style. Ate him up. Ate him up. Ate him up. The girlies really did their big one. Any Pokemon that threatens our life here must be eliminated. You truly are a force to be reckoned with. Tommy, the fates have decided. I concede, and I apologize sincerely for doubting you. Commander Komodo, I know I have no right to ask it of any of you any longer, but please use that strength of yours for the sake of the Galaxy Expedition Team. No, for the sake of the Celestica people and all the people living in Hisui. Don't you worry, Commander. We've got this, Red Chain. I want to get a good look at this because it does not look like this in, it does not look like this in, Diamond and Pearl. It does not look like this. You cannot go any farther. Oh, they're like, you can't get off of this. Nope, okay. Look, it's a statue of Weirdeer. It's a statue of the Pokemon that was said to have been a loyal and ancient hero. It's a statue of one of the Pokemon that was said to have been a loyal and ancient hero. That's, I kind of like the speed mechanic, TVH. I love setting up with the paralyzed and then hitting back to back. Yeah. I don't like, okay. I don't mind doing the hitting back to back, but that Braviary did nothing to deserve it, and that's what pissed me off about it. So here we have Cleavor. It's a statue of a lot of the Hisuian Pokemon specifically. We have Cleavor, Weirdeer, the iconic Ursaluna. We have Normani. We have Arcanine, heroic and ancient legendary Arcanine. We have Basculegion, Voltorb, Cleavor, Braviary, and Avalugg. This is so, like... Honestly, girls, we just gotta take it all in. We gotta take it all in, because this is like This is like Hisuian Hall of Fame right here. Like, these are really the girls. Also, I'm just gonna be honest with you. This is the only time that we get to really examine this area. Let's save our progress before we move forward. All right. Come on, now's the time. Use the red chain. Well, wait! Wait! What is this? There's a voice in my head! No! In my heart. It's speaking to me. You hold the red chain. Try to catch me then. Whoa, Irida, do you hear what you're saying? Catch you? Almighty Sinnoh? I think Almighty Sinnoh may be speaking to me. It's telling me you hold the red chain. Try to catch me then for the fight to come. Take these. Girl, what's gonna happen now? Girl. Not Palkia. The way Normani's not a horrible choice to have out here. It's just like, girl, please, what the hell's going on? Normani, use Leaf Blade, strong style. Girl. Go Duchess. Use Drain Punch, strong style, Duchess. Whoa, okay. No! Okay. Oh my god. No. Why did she just get, like, taken? I mean, she didn't faint from it. And good for her. But girl. I'm sick. Girl, oh my god. Dairy Queen, yum. Whoa, a lot's going on. The way my team is just being taken out randomly by a bunch of water type moves. Go, Pokeball! I don't know how I'm expected to catch this thing. Oh, well, just like that. Because water, so when you actually want to talk about why Palkia is a water type Pokemon, a lot of it's related to the concept and the physics around water. Water fills any space that it's placed in as long as it's within confines. It'll fill any vessel that it's in. And space is considered to be malleable and movable and breathing just like water is in our understanding. That's a big part of it. The other aspect of it is that Palkia is based on the kaiju, which is like the Godzilla of it all, right? So it's like essentially its association with water, you know, the animal, those beasts that come out of water and that come out of space. It's the same concept. It's just they've made it into a more vast concept than just saying it's the space Pokemon that lives under the ocean. No, it's the space Pokemon that has come from another dimension or another place in space-time, because it basically exists in that aspect as well. It's almost kind of like thinking of like animals that truly exist, like, you know, in mythology, like the Loch Ness Monster. If it was really to exist, an animal that large in large bodies of water, they would have to be able to navigate those large bodies of water extremely well. And that would also go into concepts with something like Palkia. Palkia exists in, you know, space so well that it can travel through space-time by opening portals and by moving very quickly in comparison to things that are much smaller than it having to move very slowly even to get around. Palkia being able to live in space, it's able to move around like it's swimming in water as opposed to like a spaceship. Like think of a spaceship. They're big, they're clunky, they're bulky, and they have to be to move through space. Palkia moves through, you know, space in a way almost as if it's like floating in air. That's just crazy. It had like, that's why it's the water type. It's the association between space and its vastness and also our understanding of water. And also when you think about it, you know, we've talked about, like we always talk about in you know, now that like the ocean is one of the most unexplored areas in all of the world as of now, and that's also true for space, you know. So the concept is not necessarily just based on the vastness of space, and when we think of outer space, it's the vastness of everything around us. We're really so small. Anyway, it's also because water is the cunty element, and Palkia has cunty little high heels built in. The red chain's been shattered, but we've still got the Pokemon of the lakes to thank for getting this far. Oh, well done, Pommy, my girl. Masterfully handled. I was watching the whole time as you battled and caught your way to simply stunning victory. You truly are the pride of the Survey Corps. It's all because she had me to show her the ropes when she first got here. Ah, I can hear Almighty Sinnoh. No, it's called Palkia. Mighty Palkia is speaking to me in my mind. The way it named itself. The way Palkia and Dialga named themselves canonically. Space-time grows chaotic. The power fails. The frenzied one. It comes now to fight. That is why I am here. You're telling me there's another one? But the red chain smashed to bits. No way even Pommy could tackle another Pokemon as strong as the last one now. Girl, what are we gonna do? We don't have another red chain. All of you, we must vacate this. Gah, forget that fancy talk. Book it. Come on. We've got to make it back to the summit camp while we still can. We need to leave before this other almighty Sinnoh decides what it wants to fight us. But Commander, we can't just leave it here. You dunce. You won't be any use to anybody if you die up here on this mountain. What are you waiting for? I'm telling you, we gotta get gone. Oh my God, why is he freaking out? Girl, I feel like I'm in an episode of Naruto right now. Such dreadful power. It's certainly beyond our current capabilities to survive such a creature. I'm amazed you even managed to stay on your feet before it, Pommy. And did you notice the energy pouring out of the rift? It seems likely that a buildup of this same energy was what caused the strange lightning that threw the noble Pokemon into their frenzied states. So our two clans truly were following different almighty Sinnoh, but both were real. What a shocking turn of events! To say nothing of the shock of hearing the commander speak so differently. Girl, I must apologize from the bottom of my heart. He called her a dunce, y'all, to the both of you as fellow leaders. You saw the truth that I could not. You never abandoned your trust in Pommy. And to you, Pommy, I acted on ill-considered presumptions and drove you from the Galaxy Expedition Team, forcing you to face great hardship alone. And despite all that, you still strove to save all of Hisui. Well, it's not like you could just sit back and ignore the space-time rift. And we understood, Commander, that you had reasons to act as you did. Commander, might I suggest we return to the matter at hand? We've left things in quite a state up at the temple. And that stuff, Mr. Professor, you'd rather face what's in front of us than dwell on the past, huh? Just what I'd expect from a real scientist. A dependable attitude indeed. Yes, let us move on. No need to speak of any further about my rash actions, not to mention my loss of composure. It seems that having Pommy about has been a good influence on us all. That's only natural. Pommy is strong enough to defeat even this new opponent single-handedly. Whoa, whoa, slow down. Did you forget that the red chain broke? We'll be all right. Armed with the knowledge mighty Palkia imparted to me, girl. Palkia, the Pokemon that talked to you? Yes, it told me its name, but that's not all. It also told me this. The Stone of Creation's beginning. The Chain of Red. The vessel of humankind's invention. Unite these three and calm the chaos now disturbing the flow of time. And then, mighty Palkia must go with us back to the temple, it said. Well, that Chain of Red is in pieces now, but if the little bits will do, I gathered those. And the vessel of humankind's invention, I dare say that might refer to a Pokeball. That's got to be it. But what about the Stone of Creation's beginning part? Lian might have some idea. He's knowledgeable about stones and minerals. He even goes digging for ore sometimes, girl, and that ore is gonna create a very legendary and iconic fortune for him and his family, period. Is that so? Then Warden Lian will be a fine resource to consult. And what are your thoughts, Professor Laventon? Do you have any idea what this stone could be? Oh, upon my word, perhaps I do. Pommy, my girl, could you lend me those plates you received from Weirdeer and the others? The ones that Valo said have messages engraved upon them? Aha, just as I remembered. Here on the back of the Earth plate, it says, when the universe was created, its shards became this plate. I think this may be a hint to what we need. How do you mean? Don't you see? We must search for stone, or I suppose, that shares the same material properties as these plates. In fact, I believe that young Leon might know just where to find such a thing, as he said he'd been investigating it at Volo's urging. Now that you mention it, that Volo fellow comes around the diamond settlement asking about those plates before. It seems like a lead worth following. It's decided then. Thus begins our search for the Stone of Creation's beginning. Although the name is rather unmournful. Mouthful. Girl. Origin ore. Let's get into it. The counterpart. Irida, may we ask for your clan's aid once more? Of course. I'll call Leon to the Summit's camp at once. I waited as long as anyone could reasonably expect, but my invitation just never came, so I decided to honor you all with an unsolicited visit. Be glad and rejoice. Now, Adamin, I see all these other louts have their little tasks to be getting on with, but what of the great Melly? Where's my role in all this? I'm your leader, Melly. Show a shred of respect, would you? Fine, whatever. Just hurry up and give me a job, great leader Adamin, and make it a good one. You want a job? Fine. Your job is to support the others, and all the other wardens are busy looking after their nobles and keeping the Pokemon, the people of our clan, from panicking. Take a hint. Oh, Adamin. Oh, you silly, foolish boy. Don't you understand anything? Everyone has work they are suited to and work they are not. And oh, before I forget, it seems you weren't entirely useless after all, Galaxy Team Grunt. Well done, you. Take this as a reward for your adorable efforts. Just my way of encouraging the little people, and you're all so little compared to me. Yeah, because you're a big back bitch. Shut up. I'm so sick of Melly. Melly gets on my nerves, y'all. Like, of all the people, Melly gets on my nerves. I've brought Leon. Yeesh. That ugly hat suits you as poorly as this important role does. I don't like this at all. I should be the one consulted for my wisdom. Hisui's ores and stones are her precious resource. Since I was the first to realize that fact, it's only natural that I should be the first consulted. If you have a problem with it, perhaps you'd like to take it up with Cleavor in battle, with that bumbling ball of yours. Excuse me? That bumbling ball is more than capable of zapping both you and that ugly bug of yours all the way back to your stupidly oversized tree. Shall we prove it to you now? It's funny how he's talking about an oversized tree when in the arena where you defeat Electrode, there is a tree. And also, he's talking about ugly hats as if he's not wearing an ugly-ass floral hat right now. Melly, give it a rest and play nice with the Pearl Clan folks for once, would you? Bigger things are at stake here. But Adamin! Everyone back home is all worked up because the Pearl Clan got to speak to Almighty Sinnoh, or Palkia, or whatever. Do you want them to hog all the glory? Warden Leon, if you would. Certainly. I gave wrong voice out. Then let us set out at once. We make for the primeval grotto. What? Girl, we got primeval grotto. Head for the place where you can obtain origin ore. Oh, well, this is somebody with a request. What a curious cave. I feel some extraordinary power here, as if the world itself was created in this very place. What do you think, Leon? Taking into consideration of my knowledge of ores, my skill at mining, and the strength of my Sligoo's moves, I think you'd better leave any extraction work up to us, wouldn't you say? We're gonna have to ask you to stop right there. Oh, come on. Who's there? We don't have any time to waste with... Clover! We haven't seen you since you walked out on the clan. Where have you been all this time? I don't have to tell you nothing. Look, you can carry on digging out that treasure you're after, but then you'll give it to us. I don't know why you've even looked surprised. It's not as if you were hard to follow. What we seek may be as precious as treasure, but this isn't about how valuable it is. We need to restore this awful sky to normal. That earnest goody two-shoes act of yours is what made me leave the Pearl Clan in the first place. Enough. I don't care why any of you ran off to play bandit, but I won't let you get in Leon's way. There are 3 of you and 3 of us. Let's go, Pommy. You take charm. I bring good luck to my sisters wherever I go, and ill luck to anyone who crosses our paths, especially in this, the battle of a lifetime. Normani! Normani with the bad bob, period. Get into it! Leaf blade, strong style. Oh, we cleared. Don't let a little dirt slow you down. Leaf blade, strong style, once more. I can't believe they made Candace's ancestor dumb and ugly. Ooh. NyQuil. Hex, strong style. Well, you are rather formidable. Come on, Clover. Why not come back to the Diamond Clan? Times are changing, we're changing, and we could really use someone as strong as you are. Are you joking? I've got no interest in living back in that place with all its stupid rules. Look, we'll let you keep your treasure this time, but you'd better do something about that sky. You are strong as ever, Pommy. Maybe you really can do something about that monstrous creature at the top of the mountain. But even if you do, the next time we meet, you won't escape without a beating. Remember that. Honestly, those 3, what did they even come here for? Oh well, I'll heal up everyone's Pokemon. The coin that I remember never hesitated to help someone in need, even if she's groused as she did so. Even if she groused. What the fuck? I suspect they may have been worried about us, perhaps even wanting to help. Then they should have just said so. What a pain they are, hiding behind all that. Whatever he said. Girl, I've been missing half the words. Excuse me, I'm not having a great day when it comes to voice acting, but I'm not a voice actor, girl. I'm a gamer. I was able to extract some of that origin ore, or whatever it is you wish to call it. I suppose it had better go with you, Pommy. That was surprisingly easy. No, you simply fail to recognize my skill. You ought to be praising my hard work, honestly. I knew I could count on you, Leanne. No wonder Cleavor recognizes you as a worthy warden. Let's hurry back to Mr. Professor and show him what we got. That Laventon's got sound judgment, plus knowledge to spare, despite his silly streak. I saw this here and I couldn't pass it up. Look at these fossils. It's showing like fully like exposed bone of Bastodon and of Rampardos. Oh, girl. Lower your guard, please. Not the alpha, Alpha Gliscor. I already have one. Let me leave. No! All right, let's go.
Let's go, girls.
Big stretch. So this is the Stone of Creation's beginning, the origin ore. Yes, one can certainly feel an imposing aura emanating from it. Could this be the feeling of the very origin itself? I've been meaning to ask since you brought that up, but the origin of what exactly?
Of everything by the sound of it.
Exactly, my girl. Now then, back we go to Jubilife Village. All right, Mr. Professor. It's all in pieces now, but this is what's left of the red chain.
splendid. Even in pieces, I think we'll find it still perfectly fit for purpose. We're jolly lucky you had the foresight to pick up all these broken bits back at the temple. You're up next, Pommy. Time for, whatever you're calling that stone. The fragments of the red chain collected at the great personal risk by the Diamond Clan, and the Stone of Creation's beginning, which we only learned of thanks to the Pearl Clan. And now it's time for the Galaxy team to play its part and turn these items into a proper vessel. Ray, my boy, you are the one of our team's greatest craftspeople. Could I ask you to do the honors? Just wait, Pommy. You'll finally see what I'm truly capable of. This may take us some time. Perhaps the rest of you had best wait outside while we work. Girl, what are we even making? I'm so confused. Ugh. Come on, Mr. Professor. Wish they'd hurry it up in there. I'm starting to suspect all your prattling about the value of time is a cover for your own impatience. If sitting back and waiting actually solved things, I'd sit forever, because that'd be using my time well, unlike this. We've done it, Pommy! I dub it the Origin Ball. If the message conveyed to our good clan leader can be believed, then this should allow you to catch the Pokemon that has appeared at the Temple of Sinnoh. Okay, I see that. A singular and irreplaceable Pokeball that can be used to catch the frenzied Pokemon raging at the Temple of Sinnoh. These Pokeballs of yours are full of wonder. To think the fate of all Hisui could rest in something so tiny. It's interesting how catching a Pokemon in one of these things brings the two of you closer together. But wait, please, I hear something. That voice is speaking in my mind again. You mean Palkia? Yes. It appears that mighty Palkia is willing to lend its own strength to us in this battle. Now that's what I like to hear. The Pearl Clan's almighty Sinnoh, well, I guess we should just call it Palkia, is one fierce Pokemon. Everything's ready now, Pommy. Take the Origin Ball and hurry back to the Temple of Sinnoh together with Palkia. And I think that this is a great time to end it. So I'm going to save my game and we are going to end the stream there. Come back next Monday where we will attempt to battle and deal with the likes of Palkia and Dialga's battle. Actually, we're just going to catch Palkia and Dialga. I already have Palkia. We're just going to catch Dialga. We're just going to catch Dialga, whose name has not been revealed as part of the story yet, by the way. Just so that we are all clear on that. I'm going to end it here. We're going to keep it cute. Thank you so much for coming to my stream. You're all icons. I appreciate all of you. Make sure you check out my socials, which I will be putting on here soon. Make sure you check out my socials. Make sure you join my Discord. I will see y'all real soon. Bye.